Yasha form fancha ya dum so yi ya de achese a banka sentino wo ma be ho ane se wo mu edum no nti we de mo na mo ma journey your life unfortunately te call ye no me sure se mo de ebe che na video ye di kai ko boy ya na minority nani abere a wo mo resa brofo akese edugo num ni nyina Bank of Ghana for report bi a wo mo de ba yes ya de aban no aboka 50 billion Ghana cedis and wo mo so church mu say Debbie Bank of Ghana Chantro Bank of Ghana dada Ghana for nkasa na kanka sebusua da hono mo de 34.9 billion Ghana cedis sa so na minority no kane no nanka Bank of Ghana kura ya dia anka on fa politics in fa rere mu na so ndisi amanyo ko eba ye bibi bia da Bank of Ghana be ye bia not just what the politics no the rere mu now ya majority no mo ya press conference no mo church ensem mu ni ade just ensem de wo ma hwe bia de gu hono na say Ghana so de ade chi ni ade se bia se eka emene ya ne se ka emene ye na nya sam ne yen kanka Bank of Ghana shukra de den na mo be ye no so be ma boka enye kaketwa say last week na maka chem say minority leader Alexander Afenyo Markets was so evidence corruption ni ade je say koso ndisi amanyo koimu a na wochi ya ye wremu wo be ja ni nyina edi egu abontinti e bia no mo press conference we ya wo mo ye no eno ne ahyase no na sabre dia me communicate one more are ready. Bernard KG Alexis, why NPP communication team members also and Michael Opon one show ekasa Edema National Democratic Congress. Meko minianche na mama womo akwaba shonko ede aba fidie manu say Michael mama akwaba.
Mejoso.
Bibia aboko di.
Bibia aboko.
Bibia de dana kwa nsuo.
Bibia dana kwa. As
always, who will be able to chiana na.
Yeah.
Any chiana, ya shasi.
Yeah, me besa me chia NDC mpanyufo ni na titiri lawyer Abbas no within my regional boss na machia Yura lawyer Samejemfi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one more edge also. Bernard KG Alexis.
Yes, madam.
Alexis will be able to
na dumson ntinama system no mfa. Enya bi nya light mponya adwuma.
Me say the doom Sunday asem.
Ebi na me tia me phone adum. Unya few minutes I will charge kwa na adum no. Hadwin pa. Medical maminche ye me boss. Hello just for pon ko dia. Online. General secretary na me chairman regional boss na abo poyando. Me chair Dr. Francis Adomako. Regional secretary Commander Francois. A lawyer Bonsi Chichi. KBK for assistant secretary, deputy secretary for Ashanti region. Na kuka. Chamade no kwa pia. Asante mankuka.
Ashanti regional
chairman income.
And ye team so anga.
Ejeli. Ni chair chamagozinti for regional first vice as well. Okay. Chair Commander Razak Subin youth organizer and so pe regional Nasara organizer. Me sanso chair yeah, French see what what's no? The infancy is just a free.
Video Naja, ye di kai boy, ya na mo press conference. Kada honum nenye 15 billion Bruno.
Anyway, Canada no crane ebiwom 15.6 billion or more come. It's not the actual figure because they are public, you know. But the minority 2 hours away from Subenyano. Okay. Minority, they didn't know some Mubenya. People didn't know the minority could get it. Okay. Because they realized, I'm better any other figure just to go with it. But it doesn't work that way. Okay. As I said, the Bank of Ghana is not a political something. It's for the entire country. How I see some Mubokano is about the dollar. Okay. The dollar, then they want to push it or cushion it. Now be 11, 10, 12. Now be but if we should allow Bank of Ghana to operate, says all the 10 million Ghana cedis are 5 million Ghana cedis to cushion the dollar. No, I think those things are not helping the country. I'm allowing a bank to operate or other things to do. Operationally, or try other banks or the other debts or somewhere restructure no more which are many. The government should interfere much in a Juma no more. They shouldn't. Interference in the door. So na bank na go from. Na sika na go from no so no. As say na samije vishe da be kan bi. Ono amonzo make losses. Ya the gold assurance. O manager pade kese ba ko. Your reserves. So what is happening? Ama gold boss to me boka. Say asem na mfa ho ahe na be ka bi. Ba unzo boka ni e ka Bank of Ghana asem. Yanka good board asem. Today ntina be ka bi. But just because if you say also no so cabin you know abeka ohun say ko office ono boka meanwhile so boka gold board no mo boka. Okay, that huge losses there amu boka. Dr. Gideon Bakuka I say this is the second time a Bank of Ghana no lose heavily now about 5-10 years now. I didn't know say basa the government is spending and no be dey say spending on imagine say dollar no oh quickly then they cushion it. I think in a way the government is not helping the Bank of Ghana operate 20 unappointed governor. And then this government should be competent enough to handle the central bank of the country. Because at the end of the day, so anuchigua amanu sika some banks near the in abejegu. Because bank be agent sika one fixed deposit to treasury bill amuna regulate. So what is happening then? I think the government should be up and doing. That's it. Okay,
Alexis Meda was Michael Maminti Hunzwe.
Yeah, with the issue of Bank of Ghana, no, answer no mebasono. On make a point to be said, Gold Board has made a loss. We have told you without number, say Gold Board has not made any loss. Obekaya, spokesperson for IMF, around January 2026. Obekachre say gold losses now MPP for. And I say Ghana for Ekano is an accounting loss, not a gold bowl loss. You can Google a GH1, it was 6 January 2025. So it doesn't matter the number of falsehood you peddle to the public. Say Gold Board has made a loss. Gold Board hasn't made a loss, and you know for fact. Number two, or say Sami Gemfi abe cancer same way. Na Sami Gemfi or Gold Board or no. Or one make a loss. About the Bank of Ghana there. Don't you know that Gold Board, any Bank of Ghana, or more some connection be, they work together. And I win him. Now 10.8 billion as some generating my Ghana within 1 year. And Ufri say a koi. Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana. Why are they there? Their primary function is to support economic stability. So what you say. Sami Gemfi have every right to open his mouth about this issue. Okay. After with the issue of Bank of Ghana, no, what they say MPP for a raisy comment say you're making a loss of 15.9 billion into Muhumbida. Then you ask them how many losses and make here under President Akufo-Addo as Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces of this country. Number two, Kwajo Opon Nkrumah say 15.9 billion no enye actual but minimum 44 billion. Okay, yamfa say
34.9 billion.
34.9 billion.
Yeah.
Yamfa say 34.9 billion. Right. Yamfa to. Obekaya way back in 2022, a report from Bank of Ghana, MEA who say under the regime of MPP, Oman making a loss of 60.8 billion. True or false? True. 60.8 billion. Can you compare 60.8 billion to 34 billion?
Kumasi online.
No. Bank of Ghana, it operates under the Bank of Ghana Act 2022 Act 612 as amended in 2016 by Act 918 and as of 2025 Act 1158 and the Public Financial Management Act 2016 Act 921. What is their primary mandate? One, to ensure economic stability. Two, to ensure the maintenance of public prices, to ensure the maintenance of prices. Ask them, say, at the time of MPP, making a loss of 60.8 billion in 2022, which is the highest ever in the history of Ghana. What was the state of the economy at that time? Never compare at President Mahama was making a loss of 15.9 billion and it's a state of economy. Can you
and
compare
even
them?
as now the dollar too is definitely down. Dollar to see the nukra.
Yes.
In India.
In 2022, our MPP for no make it no. Or make a loss of 16.8 billion. No? Remember that inflation near that 54%. You 54 countries in Africa. Ghana was the third highest. Who is Zimbabwe and South Sudan free war. Oh, they are not in China. Your credit rating. An international agency at UK from a Fetch Solution and I say S&P International Credit Rating at that time omu rate a young status you can young status nation already 40 more debts so what you say na a bankrupt nation oh they are not in China inflation food prices say one of the primary function for Bank of Ghana and so maintaining food prices
That are they able to do that?
Food prices at that time increased, we say, over 122%, according to the World Bank 2022 October African News Post report at that time. 122. And all the 54 countries we have in Africa, Ghana was the first highest with the inflation in this country, in this continent. So what you say?
Yeah.
And at that time, during the inflation, it was the economic stability was not good, but okay, time it is good. Okay. Yam fair no kran to nchen. Yamra 2024 omu make a loss say. Omu make a loss of 9 billion. Meboa 9 billion. Busa won say what was the state of the economy at that time? At the time a Bank of Ghana e make is 9 billion. Ebusiafo o dia no to nchen omu free so at that time your public debt. Satama Bank of Ghana, as in 2024, we make a loss of 9.6 billion. Your public debt, now say 726.7 billion, equivalent to 61 of gross domestic product. And now, because a Bank of Ghana issue a report telling Ghanaians online, as in 2025, a reducing from 85%. Or the bar, now say 641 billion. So what you say? Yeah. Depreciation of the cedis at that time, cedi no depreciation to the dollar, say 19%, to the pound, 17%, to the euro 13%. But President Mahama Bayeno, almost was making a loss of 15.9 billion now. Yenti bidano, and then cedi no are appreciated to the dollar 40%. In your adult life, when was the last time I say CD appreciated to the dollar 40%? To the euro, say 30%. To the pound, say 24%. So what I say? So you people don't try.
So meaning definitely there's going to be a loss because of the city depreciation.
So what I say?
So that is what Alexis is also trying to say. Because I'm pumping sika, no so can be to pushing the dollar. Say you buy a dollar the better phone.
And what? That's what you should have said. That's what is making them.
Namonso debit you.
But because there's a city no. Comforta aneze.
Meba.
Bank of $1.
Yeah,
tell me. And this government Ben do want $1 about that. You tell me.
Meba.
Okay.
Uncle in January
2016 $1 say.
For 3.80.
I know the bedroom say.
And I'm for the start.
I know the bedroom say.
Drop it back.
For the start.
Bedroom say.
I'm bedroom say. You tell us.
So who you fatness and you see there is a difference between the NDC as a political party and the MPP as a political party. So what I say, NT Otis will be making a statement about the losses and no Busan said na breso say losses no make Bank of Ghana at that time 2022 will make a loss of 60.8 billion. At that time Obekaya between November and December 2022 omode adie be a friend gold for oil policy. Yeah. And what was the primary function of the gold for oil policy by? To ensure a national economic stability by reducing dollar or more fuel prices above from. Asking for me say at that time fuel prices na say almost the dollar so the ever from no or kukuru free 380 pesos as in 2016 Eddie Bedru say 17 cities or the public debt every 120 billion as in 2016 Eddie by 680 billion or the credit rating every B minus Ebedu John status. So what I say. And in all that, according to the World Bank Ghana's 7th economic update as in 2022, about 850,000 people were plunged into poverty 2022. But the only mystery. Sir, economic mess is way never causing no more the share Russian and Ukraine war.
That was what I was going to say.
But
as a COVID is what
but World Bank must online. Say economic mess na you come in 2022 no was not due to Russia and Ukraine war, but it was the poor mismanagement of our leaders.
Okay, now just a more show Israel near you talk by
Russia and Ukraine war Kosovo. Israel and talk on Kosovo. But look at the state of the economy. So what I say, yes, say
fuel and tourism. And a fair cabinet said they should remove that tax.
As a responsible leader, it's a problem. But
what the taxes
you must take responsibility and solve it, not blame games. Nigeria, no more honor. That time I'm recording inflation of 54%, no more recording 18.8. Their budget deficit, excess expenditure over revenue. At that time, I'm recording 5.5. Ghana, you're recording 15.7 times 3 of that.
Nigeria cry better than Ghana.
And to Busan said Nigeria and Ghana. Why not COVID affect what the most? Why not affect what
is Nigeria? Yeah,
okay. Now Ghana is okay compared to Nigeria.
Economic stability. You don't demand money NDC are buying achieve currently. Now correct way back under the old regime of the MPP. Yeah. It tells you say a foolish man will always complain that there is a hole in his pocket, but a wise man will use the same hole to scratch his private parts. So that's the difference.
Michael, no. Oh yeah, that just ebe mo akese no webu e dia to honom na wo kire se NDP aba mo wo so mo kra de mo ka mo brudi gu ho kra na enye ka
6.8 billion.
Enye sika keto 6.8 billion kra de wo kogo na wo koga na we mi ade na kobo nyina ni nyina no ebe yi e dia ba yet one some ne so dia. Energy situation is stable. John Jinapo ena kasa asem we nyina ede atre Ghana for Bernard. Anapa Alexis Alexis means
Chelsea Martina. On so aspire for regional youth organizer. Channel pane Jumedio Dino Medino. We had the regional games. All the champs, so I think we really did well as well. Okay. You know, on our next topic, you know, energy crisis. And I can't say, I'm not an energy expert, but all I can say is the government should tell us the truth.
Okay. So what is the truth that you know?
Me, I don't work at TCG, so I wouldn't know the truth.
But I say the government should tell us the truth.
The reason is that. That's I say Python. Your first says I want your substation or whatever. I didn't know where that needs to be came from.
We saw the video circulating here.
That is one. Online machines be show. That's another story. You also heard say they are doing maintenance, changing transformers and all that. That's what we heard again. Now there's another story of, and then with this story we'll say about 3,050 or 350 transformers new per John Jenapo. So we didn't say no the buyer now. I say or the black beat cool any offense VRA to revamp 2,500 new transformers nationwide have arrived and they are going to change so that the power will be stable. Power no already has started stable. And 71 was that Maka 5 or 4 different stories. Python, Abeka Akosumwashi, Abeka Transformers. Fakano 3 or 4. They say they should tell us the actual truth.
Maybe maybe you know the actual truth. Because if you don't know the actual truth,
because actual
what
truth
they are telling us, we have to go by it.
Technicalities, there are issues there, and monetary issues. Gas, the thermal plants, gas, the government doesn't have the money to buy gas and fuel to power these machines. Okay, so let me ask this: what has your government ever done to help the energy sector in this country?
Thank you.
But my government online.
Yes, your government was doing so.
8 years of power.
They was doing NPP
There was no doom so.
Have you forgotten? No, 20. There have been doom so. 2022 there was doom so. 2023 there was doom so. 2024
there was no.
Even in 2024, that was when that was 2023 po. Yebisa Miyama de nyina na po say sisi adum so abani ade. Wo ma your timetable o ka che Ghana for say ya yenko pay your timetable. They have always been doom so.
Because there was no doom so.
Has never been so. I would say.
Said there was no doom so. Until man ka chem so any timetable.
Until the end ye dundum na so na
I don't know. No we maintenance.
Have you forgotten? Yeah, yewura otumfo te kokosho na abie eka kire Ghana for say ne fridge esi ne fie kura dum so asa ne fridge.
Oh. No too for the fridge dum so say ne fridge. Otumfo no light out kan.
I don't know too for light out in Kano.
O dey nin komo for too for.
I like the Asante na we.
There be otum for light out.
No, you so in Asante man. Otie ne man for the year femu ni ade. They've always been doing so. My question is, what did your government do to help? Because anya show the NDC womo nye bibia minim say before NDC be fra bem. Womo dey amari plant by. The same amari plant is ka womo e de koto plant na. We amari nyina na po e kotam plant ni be si Asante man tem ha. The transport, the money even involved. Say be ye be do Asante man tem ha kra analysis. Na ya.
The plant in Nura.
Also plant. Of course, the plant is here.
And it's working.
That's why I'm asking you, sir. What did your government do? Say, be ya doom so be brasi.
The government buy no can. On den also here. Maybe so. Doom so. Den and here. He has to maintain it. I don't maintain it. What do you want him to do? Oh, the grade be. Now that's how great to it. Which grade?
So your government did not turn up.
Now that's all here. Then tell me unless you tell because my back.
Okay, so now what do you want the NDC government to do?
Like I said, they should tell us the truth.
Which
says you can't anymore. The better cars near their power thermal plants near there.
Okay.
They should solve that one. But the stories we actually is what I don't get it. A normal doom sonny there is something probably you can go through it. But the rate at which NDC time never cost on a day.
Is serious.
No, you can put on.
But
over 12 hours.
I am beginning to believe when today our president when he was aspiring to become the president.
And someone not about him so because
Ghana for
12 hours. 12 hours. Yeah, to make a energy doing like 12 hours. How?
It's a lie.
MPP time. I ain't find to do like 12 hours. Tell us. Even if there was doing so in MPP time. MPP time you go in 6 hours. I can tell you MPP go in 6 hours. But my mama dey me say now just me rap was I know me fusa how. And then me call office me call office 9. Me na me start here do 10 o'clock don't do light. I'm so now about 12:30. How do I work? I'm comfortable now how do I work? So you see, at the end of the day, no, doom some media and someone can crunch. If there's a proper timetable, you go through it. And in set time we be doing. Never na buy my phone do me. Say me light to officer, come here be send my charge me light. But why must that be? They should tell us the truth. Say energy, gas and also top to maintain the thermal plants, the machines. We don't have any problem. I'm very plan to whatever. Me, I won't blame anybody. My issue is that they should just be fair to us. Send them to doom light in there, it is too much. And you find even workers are complaining. Can tell a video, but maybe I can't. I'm going to say, unto machine see Ghana say so you can see there. Go and see how that some people are suffering. I'm on my printing press. Go and see how they are suffering. Go for they are buying all sorts of fuels for the machines. What is happening now? So are we saying NDC Abanti should we sit in doom so?
Nobody is saying that.
And the MPP, okay, provided MPP time doom so by. So must we continue being in doom so?
No.
What are we talking about here? As a country, can't we move on?
Yeah.
Can't we do something to say even you don't take it from cry. 12 hours saying. Baby 3 days in solar, they have to complain. You say transformer, you say a 4th way, then light up. Pema Intel, they want to sell ECG. Pema Intel.
Oh, but me, if they want to sell ECG, I think it is the best because, frankly speaking, ECG, one of the institutes in Ghana, me almost so far so into me if the government decides say your politics are some na say aban decide it's okay yento ECG cry and from a private company be I would applaud it and then I would forward almost so say they should do it because at the end of the day even if you're having a problem now what ECG officer their reaction in pono
public accounts committee ECG office public accounts committee she's come with by ECG come with you
public accounts committee want to sell ECG mo pe kra mo fama private
this is not the way because at the end of the day no say mo person mo ton any problem is selling by the say can chair my timetable do so no obesa we are proper na aja to send this there do so
Matia Michael Yonko
thank you that's it
all is yours the floor is yours
or pedo force would be brave or some
massive online
or more the benenam sa un say ubusa no question I was very happy or say MPP as a political party no so what you say I attended in 1992 if free say anytime bia Ghana for ebe mo makunya mo maba aban no no ma ye no energy sector unse no come go round
we dam man is here was in 1992 no make it 1992 anything catches over we sit down was it not for did we dam
where
are you done we dam is here
are you done
what's no come
enye ntiatiamu ye busao
kasef dam no si ba kokra kana minti so no so ba no si dam gedua
say how MPP for
Alexis mama
respect fat na mo keka no so what you say what betena ba be count to kire Ghana for say there was no doom so under MPP for 8 years we yes na what them because 1st December 2021 everybody watching me can go this story under City News Otumfo ekachire say my electrical appliances have been destroyed by Dumso. Me pacho 2021 before God the man. Na President Akufo-Addo net so na Mahama net. Na President Akufo-Addo. Enti onza na trap na chibela. Enti say what say MPP ni aba betena ha. E twantro say for past 8 years no they kept lighting for 8 years is forced. Because even in 1st May 2024 at May Day celebration President Akufo-Addo ebetna Ghana for him catch say he has solved Dumso, but the following day there was Dumso at Pantine, Snake Flat, Obojo, Takrade, Medina, Spintes, all those areas we experienced Dumso, including the IES at that time 2nd May 2024 mu issue reports eba say President Akufo-Addo ababejina Ghana for him catch was solving Dumso is false. So what I say 2024 na nyame na namteso into obetna na pedo force we are na Ghana for ye di ho yawo me pa cho enka no ba bia bi ye buy no energy sector ho no so what I say energy sector ho no this is the first time in the history of Ghana yenya energy minister ono oye listening leader on to cheek emanko for the situation where ibenya energy minister bia wo besena ko na Ghana for ebeka se ye hia timetable or say go and prepare your own timetable ni refi ni duty ni say he is appointed as the Minister for Energy to serve the interests of this country. Ni refi ni momo ono no betu chick amaye ni na ni atikromu awo ni atikromu na we na course but ye buy and unim kai beto energy sector ye beto a car of 80 billion with a reduction of our crude oil from 71 million to 48.2 representing 32% of our reduction. Ye
massive online
the over $500 million World Bank guarantee. Victor any ENI near the cat the $500 million eco clear debt nina MPP Nijatu wo. Because of this yenya 250 million savings at all. And a year restriction of 1.1 billion energy debt at MPP for at all. So what I say. And even in 2016 President Mahama na de bia mudi Dumso target no or the 250 American emergency power plant eba Ghana me what or the 400 megawatt of thermal plants eba or the OC 220 megawatt of pond thermal plant eba. So what I say. Mono yebusa MP ubusa MPP ni say 8 years on better now so there no be no energy sector ontimi nka bi the obeka ne say ojaka. So what you say? On say no mo so sure obeka ya in 2024 say Motoma President Mahama dum so beba because of omunim boni omedino energy certainty. A trap. So what I say, but you see, no matter how many spirits plant a man's death, it comes to nothing unless his personal God has a hand in the deliberation. So what I say, it doesn't matter if once God is not in once God is not accepting what you people are doing, grow. So what I say, when you say about in history, can MPP ni grant me can when you say because answer na meko history in 2006 2007 there was doomsday in Ghana, right?
Yeah.
This problem na physical problem but President Kufuor a spiritual problem. Okofa so for akoso mo dam so mo bompa yeguso problem na aba na so bi no wakofa so for we bibia na yede mpa iboka ho we ni na akoso okromu a but on say MPP for no propaganda na yo mo de o me yo ma gen say o mo di dum so be to mahama so but you know said doom so this is not the first time we are experiencing doom so in this country, right? No government, I repeat in your platform, no government in the fourth Republican can come out and tell the people of Ghana say yeah, experience doom so e wana breso.
Okay.
So what I say 94, 92, 206, 207, 2021, 2024, 2025 doom so e Ghana. Na answer na mdi manu besi no. Unim say at the time ana Kwame Nkrumah ebeye akoso modam no. Say UP e free MPP. Me wa. Omo nananom Dr. JB Dankwa ene Kebuzia eko USA esan say omo ne Kwame Nkrumah pre-general election 3 times omo lose unity no omo ko USA that then president at that time Asin the White omo ka chen say over 471 million loan na anko de be ma Kwame Nkrumah no de aye akoso mo damp no omo se ne yamfa ma Kwame Nkrumah unim se nka e ka kitwa bi nyame ampata nka MPP ntinke nya akoso mo dam ka besi na nka no mienu yenda lighting bridges for any hu yamobo eno mo buy 35 million pounds eno kra hwede Kwame Nkrumah ye so imagine say nkanya MPP for nananom UP Dr. JB Dankwa ye president Kufuor nana Kebuzia first professor for University of Ghana enye abro eno mo call US ho eko pedo force against Kwame Nkrumah can imagine 471 million then Kwame Nkrumah de beye Kwame Nkrumah he was a visionary leader no who future and say currently say your population 1 million krana as time goes on no ebe increase it no person expanding wide so what you say but MPP for amakwine 35 million pounds per head or the year so just imagine say Kenya 471 million US dollars na kebeko ye nimkra chen say
so mo so AC buidam
o say
so mo si
Kufuor anya buidam
I know say it was a contract enye Kufuor enkwa na e fund ye say
so what you say you see
it was a Chinese
government that person ye
it started 2008 after 2008 election it was completed 2013 this na
and was why are you peddling this false food on this platform
okay
mona mo ye
it was initiated.
NDC knows and the never party card was all right. Is you sit here and defend this doom something. But Eba, yeah, is defending doom so. Is defending so. But Eba never party card and control the light. So what you say? Never party card was all right. Yena team. Yeah, defending so.
No,
stop beating around the bush.
Nobody is defending doom so.
Kufuor started with
that. No, I didn't say someone here share. I only asked you say, what did you add on my Ghana? This so good that me I will cover by any idea. That's what I was trying to let you understand.
Just keep quiet. What I say. Every 8 years.
Now Chinese
government of money.
Government, you know. Chinese want to go from back. I don't know if they can go for them. I want to go from back. I'm going to solve some business. My question to is that. Go for buy. We sell it. I go to go and down. What can you do to also top up? I said, let's put up and down. Then you have to consult the Chinese people. How do you put up and down? Then it came to your list. And my question is,
You have not done anything under the energy sector.
Sino-hydro
project.
That's what I'm trying to let you know.
Roads. How? When I can read and understand, what are you talking about here? When I can read and understand, Sino-hydro project.
Provide your evidence. Where is it? Libra.
With your next topic for discussion. Oshimefisi NDC would be removed from power over jobs. Mamisha saying free Michael. Yes, NDC but too much dear son said in human.
Yeah, with this kind of issue, you know, say jobs, you know. May I urge my government to say
okay.
So what I say, me as a patriotic citizen, I dare anyone, me family boost to me home.
Okay.
So what I say, because say human you are, an individual's basic necessities in life, which is food, clothing, and shelter, will be very wanting. And ya can economy ni na nu bottom.
Okay.
So what I say, also learn upon a unya diane and tondia na urefikra die oh. So what I say, Minister for Employment, Onshan is Sapomunsio, time no air click. There is no time like the present. So what I say, because all kind of sound a bit my possible. Because Ghana, that one of the main reasons why I did 2 MPP, because at their time they were not telling the truth to Ghanaians. They were changing figures. Obekaya, Minister for Employment, 5.3 million jobs, but we also created 2.2. So I know the CV Ghanaians. Internet a share before. Enti sene yam focus wo economy nko a yam focus wo jobs and so me a youth, so I stand for the youth in a situation where I'm ever better ha oh and yes so na obekoni ni won me mpem kontompo NDC your communication yes and e try e fluma ye kind of correct. So what I say okay.
Yo Matia Alexis Ochibe if NDC be lose election because you may know
say oba na promise jobs oba. It is all about teacher recruitment. You can hire 7,000 and 700,000. Teachers at TVS. Teachers at TVS. But you see, they deceive the Ghanaians. Even as we speak, unemployment 34.4%.
Serious.
From resource. You are from resource.
I have a TVC. At the May Day event, roughly 34% or 34.4% overall unemployment. While headline economic figures suggest stability overall unemployment remains high with labor leaders, arguing the economic recovery has not translated into descent.
What's it say?
34.4%
currently. Okay, maybe.
Yeah, it's 34%.
Join news. 34. And I visit Kazakwa. It's your your paper that them. That's what I'm saying. My paper that them and masters for that matter. No, but you talking as if I have no idea about whatever I see. But I know whatever I'm telling you. Cross-checking doesn't mean it's not true. Cross-checking doesn't mean the America. I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, listen.
So the unemployment issue now, why is unemployment still not? Young funny pastor is the government which is not making room for businesses to also expand to employ people. Ghanaian youth are going to be said, buying phobia. That shouldn't be. The private sector must be empowered. No be a coastal or funny power. Dum so koso. Yen and I'm a be say. Obeda employ ni pa ba no abetu omoka. The government should make the even GRE a castle na GRE taking for in this country. I will be shocked. Ya beto shop all because of bribe BOB pa when chairman in tiu.
KM kura ha join GRE.
Me say bribe BOB penti. Bribe B me office recently. Go ACG for bi ba. I'm say meter no kwa there. Ya AC name for meter more or something. I'm say what do you mean? And then our contractor and AC na a tolerate over 1,000 a month. You are telling us that the AC na fine 1,000 a day. China move one. So I had to go to the office, talk to them. One of the guys were telling me, guy no ba hono, and I also ko hunu, nyame na also bo humi wa. I'm say I say ECG or the notice na brem na maba. Ne ba also me ko hu guy no. So quickly man carry na me guy be HR airport one about some friends say masa nko for no me idea bi no ma me number bi we do I had to call the main director not to give me those people's number no phone number na phone na do just because or pebra bibiaje one farmer nti no wa cho notice ebra office then the guy called me didn't na one friend me na and I say masa o me want me to see you mo bi an chance how we aduma what does I even learned national service for Kwana na yes ade national service no because him say owi anya dan maintain no into the bribe na no owi akọ yenko for us are part of 5 people don't employ us yes obi to ade roman will be a shop for obi a day be an impako we are 500 cedis a day because a day will make you over 5,000 profit a day we are 5 million a day
we can send
a month yes
obedi just can be the employee obi foforo
at the end of the day unemployment me usually I don't blame government no more so here for now is to empower the private agency private so it's a private na kana environment taxes China mobile the best
fantastic
Must online.
taxes are tax free so 5 years you say no what musa na she obesa be establish it that's how starting
wow we cry
are you getting it but here we are say Ghana na be shop ne ya nkaje report taxes but foreigner now ban you see foreign antino you shall allow him to operate Malcolm no matter they are foreign companies but much omo carry because money tax we are 5 years unya marketer na China mo inside a revenue make a day and inside China mo your revenue make a day you be shocked but says can for the first 5 years obetting Kenya na profit gidi no aton that's what they were doing MTN Abeka now we talk about riba now we talk about because of that tax free
so Alexis my main question we enrem na ye inclusive program no for the day what should we do like what should our leaders do said the Ghana because sometimes you sit down and then you think of all these things checking the resources on my year and we are not able to do anything better for ourselves bibia just say ye kwakra obi akọ school ewie 4 years onye adwuma ye teacher ni beba be kira de for a good 1 year salary friend salary na ebi mai so aban penifo ebeji aketua manti bia benya allowances ebenya fuwo coupons ni ade na timemuni na wo se na da age ekoto waba no na bebi a wo timi no eholoma enotim. Can we do a magic just to change this country?
Ghana is about Article 72. Ghana. No, put that mindset in your head. It's about Article 72. If you are not Article 72 office holder, forget about Ghana. That's all I can say. Because MPC Kaba, common fund the bar. And common fund it's almost over 600 million or 60 million Ghana cedis. Traditional assembly. Yes, I can say the chair teachers car. Send a bit to your mocha. How many people can get that money? And on that chain. Now, some here public accounts committee.
Yeah.
Will be out of full 200,000 a day. 2 billion a day.
2 billion a day.
On drip.
Ghana.
Drip. Say drip no. Or the Ukraine free aqua crime in him. Drip is of this assembly for near Jumano.
And now what to AC the abubom.
But my question is, Miss Article, at the very energy yanchino about waste. Article 72 for no year. Omonona monument one salaries one money for no transfer. Nemo must say spouses. We must say I go find the best idea. But no, I go find the best. Caribbean can say to me Roboka. So Ghana no, and ye
Ghana ye.
David and Canasa.
Do you know why?
No, you should
say Article 72 for no until that law is scrapped. In fact, no, medical man 2 examples. They say government Article 72 holders. What is the parliamentarian came for 1 year? What is 3 months father?
They go on allowances,
but for you
now.
They say a speaker allowances. Sick now, kwabuchiba. You tag from where lectures no kurano. It's important shame. They have to go on strike and all that before they will be paid.
No speaker there man better na baby.
That is that. I don't know president are there.
No, it's sometimes it's very sad.
Personally, I feel it's our leaders. No kwenye se kasa mani ni skani ejinto. But no kwenye bi any baby say bosomi aso. This best way music mom. A crown say inflation former on pre salary increment.
No.
I get in it. And I'm not born there on pre. But you keep increasing. We increase ba and also person we increase next you tino. Na go Cote d'Ivoire next common next due over 12,000.
Oh.
Near Tiama let charge 9,000. Is it not sad?
Ghana next in 1,300.
2,500. 2,500.
A country like this, obi ejuma J
now
500. And you check debe rate and employment rate. Sika everywhere kabia e was what G a day. And you was card to coin.
Remember obi university or your national service. Yes, me ko rent down. National service is about 750 or something a month. And then I'm renting about 10,000, 6,000, 5,000.
If you're ready 2 years.
Oh, confess you can't wait. If you want one more poor, I just could be so big. When you say scam, as a loan. Minimum as I now hand and allowance in the chaloon. About Chomutu, 2 or 1 boys in India sending a craft ready. You will find me. Not in a month, no, so better public office, Kim or better in a car.
No.
And the Ghana is about leaders. A gentina, Papa will hear you, see a chanica. Yentio, Nes can invest it. That's what is happening.
Let there be a man for now who hear the most.
NSS, one agency, NEIP, says can work as scan it to me. I'm to me hold this can nego bank. Your interest was once I'll be Chamaka. Into go 6 months. Yes, they are investing 1 million Ghana cedis. Yeah, job of 500,000 or so. Yeah, as a CEO in Kofobi Jesus can answer. Yeah, bet you a moka. Reason say I'm signing NSS agreement. Some months be Absa will pay so that they won't be in debt. But Absa they are buying to me in the car because on all about more pressure. In the Ghana need there, sir, a normal cost on there. High unemployment in the high, but the government should make environment more flexible for more businesses. Because then I'm okay, some could be as normal TV. Yes, it's a permit. It's too expensive that won't you run the TV?
It is even who you know.
In such a country, how do we live in such a country? Obia and I just obey business. Nimpanota, I'm employer. Technicians are paid. They have also made Amazon employment. So when you advert Friday, I know what I'm saying. How do you run a TV station? Meanwhile, because there should be a procedure who apply online. Who permit you, but you say you pay to the bank by a basic office. Could you have bribed movie and say the paper number no affiliate? So person be a station.
Who your back Friday a bobo? And then newspaper say by a man penny say be a muna men once and mama with money idea.
No, situation never cause. I keep saying they understand because the rich continues to be rich, the poor continues to be poor. Then you get to an office where if you are there, you can do something. But so cause now conscience and guide you are wedding with us and near chill. And I say, but you ready?
I also can't more minus own question.
No, but at the end of the day, there should be a mindset. That could never back with the revolution. And then when they dear, I'm a mobile now learning. Bankolani be a banana genome de bano. I know it will get to a time. I say we cost one or something. Then it gets to change.
Your mentality.
Your mentality.
You change your mentality.
Penny ya dia enka. Penny.
Ibrahim Traore. Oh, bad bay. Look at what he's doing.
Me say I was at Burkina. Everyone out there, there's a barrier. You can't mess up there. I won't try.
Burkina refunding machine. Yeah, mind. Yeah, to me, yebi.
And no more yo. On go say milk a short into and then news. Wakra and enjoy from Brazil. Over 2 million we.
One cram milk no cran and
my
Ghana the ever quack or cram milk.
Also a cran and chain should breed the man of milk baby. Into Ontobio, milk no hands for tibium or the Nenchena ba. Your Casico imported by over $something million. But we
so is Ghana not having that money?
I saying money. Now World Cup Sikazania they come. No, me World Cup Sikazania they come. Dollars send they come. Bono be ko bokwana ya tena via hwe FIFA credit man GF over $1 million. Says canina coin. Umbeto lan kuze that.
Kono man ko yeshia sikana
I say that sikana udia.
World Cup is woman to menye fam.
Me shut taxes
qualify ya
me shut taxes be tell me my salary so to me yes says go we pa 1,000 something make me that video.
Michael, for last and final words, Ghana ye for to Ghana yen sorry and I'm running ya.
Yeah, me that. Yeah, so was it me who dia main campo? Yeah, can you now in a correct? There is the timer. We will change our mentality. Yes, you be change your mentality no because say you be on mine corner there. Anodene. O share other countries there course na utumu say nioma ekoyipa like just say yeah bia ka we will be far better than those countries. So what I say. But because they are having responsible leaders in Tino, they are going forward as a country. So I pray for my nation. Say, you bet me enyabi because the only thing I bet me change Ghana mentality. Any baby, I can't kasem dia any problem. Skadi o hapa. Te said the reference ya mebla penye. Oko ohwe World Cup ya. His sky de koye. We omunduru baby no masaba betna hwe anim sa. World Cup no mutimi nye. So what I say. Inti it's about time we change our mentality. That's the only solution that it can cure this disease.
And yeah, Alex is all one way. My menda munina say we started with a whole vim, but end no and as acquire because thinking of the country you are in with the whole resources. That's why sometimes we better say I'm just so tired of this NPP and then NDC. Frankly speaking, it is not that Michi NPP and I say Michi NDC, but we need to think about our country. And to the be as better say when then something will just come in mind say it's ye kra manches and catch the empo ye kra fro bi memu kwabra need to me discuss wo kodue bro onue bro no na buy na wo so obi anya ne hwe aban foforo ba ye beso so ho na aban foforo ba na be foolish case. You think about it and you be asking yourself say enkosi da ben and oh my Ghana no ebe I think say mine so be ye ti be mu fo so ye ka ho sankadakro ye sorry e wo mpanifo yi so a trust me say ko ma say youth ni ye ni abere ba ye de ho akwohyehyehye political party mu yakobe political atade ahye nti at the end of the day no esan say me say ye NDC ni NDC ye ade na nya kura me nya ka chi obi ase be NDC ni no I have no choice me ba betena ha ba be defend makwhye MPP atade nti saa na busu ye beko basanka youth no ye ti ase asode atinto su kokko de akira ban no ahyeke wo mo kakra ko ma hu say ye ni abere yenye da ba ne yate say speaker of parliament ni sika aka na ketua akemuda da ba ne yate say MP bi na say minister bi na ketua akemuda na so sure obi to menyema 8 months okowo a 3 months penalty na fie ne ba eda ne nsem no de na ba kira dia 1 year no nya ketua bia no nam kwan ho na wo ye press conference na wo ye demonstration na ebi su na just ya reho ye papa obi akira dia fiti ne nkodbe ni 20s wa akira dia ko 60 years dia wo kire na dia no aba ye peni disika kese na wono ni team be a wotim Ghana betumi asese besesa ejina me no mienu eso ma me ndamo amo join ye nyina asiye papa jwe ko bi so adaroma era metumi di showdown jwe di ebe so mo lionage clinic GH me pacho said ya dani de nyina ya na me kano no me senkrofo we eba ne ebibidru a wo mu obi ye ebibidru abo atu yade ase wo mu obi ankasa kanchu bi a wo obi aso ka wo yade enko akire wo mu a omo de aduro no bi be send o said ye be ya wo so hu ebetumi ato madaru mamponti no wo mo payment plan ti sika kra nso na so no wo mo twehwe nkomo a ade a wo mo payment plan na wo mo de ebeboa said ye be ya wo mo show no na utua o sika no enkakra sa so ye free consultation nti obetimi afre make enquiries ni ade ebra wo ntua sika bia wo mo branches mienu nkramantem no ade a wo mo ewo sprinters aso na kumasi ano wo mo ewo tech maximum 0559658403 and I say 0558143438 ubetimi afre wo mo na one wo mo atwetwe enkomo Danis garage enso eso ma say Emma midi shoulder dwedie no ebeso mo ntimi sre se bia opeka todi abrabe hu wo mo ka sapapapa ewo wo mo asye opo me sha kwa mo kumasi asokwa wo mo ne TI Amas na edi inhwenim 0550623377 ubetimi afred Danis garage na odo wo mo nso atwetwe enkomo production team ni nyina medamu nyina asiye papa executive producer Mr. Daniel Yebo hana 80 some ba won krata ne mo wo de beso mo camera enso Kwadwo Saponsa so na MC na yawo tena honom edema me wo mo nyina daroma na metumi di dwumedi beso mo loyal fans twedi amponyankopon so enhira mo nyina mi mehu se wo ka read my comments unfortunately me time no enya ayebia ne senya me ya adoma china from 2 p.m. ekosi 4 p.m. na ya se wa me ba beji medwa na omanga na ho sensem nyina no ya twetwe enkomo ede afa ho for now ne de makra mo stay safe.